Kivinen maa ja tuuhea metsä, pimeät illat ja pakkanen. Metsän reunassa nainen, vierellä mies, otavan tähdet 7 kertaa kuiskasivat. Kiviseen peltoon ei viljaa koskaan saa kasvamaan. Hiljaa joki virtaa, hiljaa joki virtaa. Viilivät vuodet kuin viirivät virta, hiljaa joki virtaa. Komea talo, kukkulan päällä seinällä taulu ja kuolleista pihalla talli ja polkupyörä nuorella miehellä. Valkoinen lakki rintamalle, poikia puetaan, isänmaa kutsuu sitä puolustamaan. Hiljaa joki virtaa, hiljaa joki virtaa. Viirivät vuodet kuin viirivä virta, hiljaa joki virtaa. Nopea auto, moottoritiellä maisema vaihtuu tutuksi taas. Vaikea jalka ja päättyvä tie, äitien äidit lapsiaan odottaa puretun talon ikkunoissa. Sukupolvien sienen sydämessään, hiljaa joki virtaa.
Walking through the dark night, calling out your name, waiting for an answer. Or do we end up here? We try to find a shoreline with no ground beneath my feet. I miss your hand in mine now. We try to understand. Cold, we are, we are, we are. And cold, we are, we are, we are. And baby, we're lost. Come home with me. And baby, we're lost. Come home. Once we were like sunlight, nothing in between. But now we share distance, no shadows at our feet. I'm blinded by desire, no horizon that I see. Feel the cold of raindrops soothed by my tears. Cold, we are, we are, we are. And cold, we are, we are, we are. And baby, we're lost. Come home with me. And baby, we're lost. Come home. I will walk until a new day will break, till the hurt wears over and the storm will fade. We will talk again about the difference, and we both will see that our love is true. And baby, we're lost. Come home with me. And baby, we're lost. Come home. Baby, we're lost. Come home with me. And baby, we're lost. Come home.
So, let's see. Perfect. Thank you for coming. I'm just going to give you a short introduction of a company called Marten from Sweden. My name is not Martin, but it's Martin, so very close. I'm working as global export manager for Marten and Jorma, two companies in Sweden. We are a completely family-owned company. Three brothers. Leif, who is the founder and the chief engineer, started a company 27 years ago. Today we export products to over 40 markets around the world. We have quite a nice system we've set up together here. Some Boulder electronics, Wadax digital front end, and a speaker called the Parker Quintet from Marten. Before I tell you some more things about the speakers, I would just like to mention a little bit more about the company. Being this family-owned company, we do everything internally. We have our factory just outside of Gothenburg. We we do as much in-house manufacturing as we can. The funny thing is actually that we're just currently moving from one production facility to another, where we are building our own carpentry to be able to do all with solid wood and things like that in-house. We are totally around 30 employees from our old companies with both Marten and Jorma. So some more music. I'm gonna start with a track with B.B. King and Eric Clapton. So a little bit more bluesy than we had before.
When my heart starts beating like a hammer and my eyes get full of tears, oh, when my heart starts beating like a hammer and my full of tears, you know you only been gone 24 hours, baby. Oh, but it seems like a million years. If I ever mistreated you, baby, you know I didn't mean no harm. Oh, if I ever mistreated you, baby, God knows I didn't mean no harm. You know I'm just a little country boy, baby. And I was raised right down on the cotton farm.
But I want to squeeze in a couple of different tracks for you while you're here. Just some technical information about the system. So we're using the Wadax studio player as a room endpoint, streaming music from Cobus. So that's where the music is coming from. The amplifier, if somebody wonders, it puts out 2 times 600 watts in 8 ohms, doubling into 4 ohms, doubling into 2 ohms. So it has plenty of power. But coming back to the speakers, the Parker Quintet, it's a full 3-way speaker. So you have 3 bass drivers, and then you have 1 mid-range driver, and then you have a ceramic tweeter. On the back side of this speaker, there is additionally 4 more drivers. That is passive radiators. The bass drivers and mid-range drivers on the front are made out of a ceramic material, and the passive radiators on the back is made out of an aluminum sandwich construction. So 2 very thin layers of aluminum that is bounded together on a Roselle material. So very light but very stiff. We use the passive radiators instead of an open bass port. So we can control bass from like 55 hertz down to around 30 in this speaker to create a very controlled low bass performance. In this speaker, we use something that we call a multi-diverse crossover filter. So it's not a second order and it's not a full first order, it's a combination of both. When we move up into the Marten ranges of speakers, like the Mingus and Coltrane ranges, we only use full first order crossover filters. But that's way much more complex and it takes a lot more components, and then you also get a more expensive product. The speaker that is standing here retails for 32,600 euros. So it's in the mid-level of the Marten range. Well, mid-level, we go all the way up to 950,000 with the new Supreme Extreme, which is a speaker system with 44 drivers. So it's quite big, 820 kilos. Also demanding a lot of power amplifiers, normally 4 monoblocks. The cables in this system comes from a sister company to Marten called Jorma. So it's also something that we manufacture in-house in our factory in Gothenburg. We have been owning and running the Jorma company since 2016, when the former owner sadly passed away. So it was his last will that, please, can you continue with my company? And at that point, we had been using his cables internally of our speakers for a long time, so it was very natural for us to bring his legacy into the future and continue developing his cables. The cable series here is combination of our 2 top level tiers, so Statement and Paragon. Paragon is the absolute top level we have, introduced in Munich last year and this year. So there we bring all of our knowledge into cable making, all the technical features to bring the absolute best possible cable we can make. We have one philosophy, and that is to use the absolute highest grade of pure copper. We don't mix and match between silver and silver-plated copper in that way. We focus on pure copper. The next track I'm gonna play, it's a big chorus. It's called Ubi Caritas, so it's a big male chorus. It will feel like we just went into a very big chapel. So please enjoy.
Ubi caritas et amor Deus ibi est, congregavit nos in unum Christi
this system is definitely capable of reproducing the big space of like a church in that way. I want to mention something more with the philosophy that our founder Leif has when creating speakers. He did his first pair of speakers 50 years back in his kitchen and had it as like a hobby project for many, many years before he actually realized that maybe I can actually start a company out of this. But the philosophy that he always starts with is a mid-range driver. So the mid-range for him is where everything starts, and from that point you then go up and you go down to make something that will in the end play together as one whole unit. We have also for many, many years focused on using very hard materials in, for instance, drivers. So this speaker, I said that we have a ceramic tweeter, we have ceramic bass drivers, and we have aluminum bass drivers. In many of our more costly products, we are also using diamond tweeters, we are using beryllium mid-range drivers. In our new Supreme system, we even have a material that is called tantalum, and we don't really even know what it is in that way. The manufacturer of just that material will not tell us. We also use carbon fiber in cabinets of the more expensive series to create something that is completely free of resonances. And there are many different philosophies in how to make a speaker, and there are people who might think that shouldn't the speaker have drivers that is all made of the same material to sound like one whole unit? If you go into a symphony orchestra, are all the instruments made out of the same material? I don't think so. So when you have the knowledge and experience of working with those hard materials, you can create a speaker that is very, very natural sounding and definitely not on the hard edge. When you go in this speaker from ceramic to diamond tweeter, noise floor drops and everything becomes even more soft for your ears. So completely different when what you could think of. So now we go into some more Euro techno to see if there is some oomph in the speakers as well, if they have some speed. This is a track called Vicious Game, and it's produced by Ghost Rider.
Walking down, feeling the pain. Life got a wild, vicious game. Walking down, feeling the pain without thinking about every time I'm hearing your name. It makes me scream inside. Life got a wild, vicious game, and there's